EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys made a statement last week, winning in blowout fashion. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys coming off their byes, so they should be fresh and ready to get after it. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good. A good pickup there, a 22.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. And the sack parade continues. Remember last week, they had an astounding 8 sacks, another one there on the opening drive.
And they have the mentality of just attacking the quarterback in the pocket, no matter what. They're one of those teams that says, we play the run on our way back to the quarterback, and that philosophy works for them very well.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Stroud to throw it. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback.
And he's going to go down again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Texas Longhorn, their rookie quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
And the Broncos first down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete here. You look at this Raiders defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Denver.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Dante Thornton, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here in Vegas. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
And now the Broncos are going to line up and elect to go for 2 here.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
The quarterback will keep it himself. And he will get in to make it 8-0. They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? Remember the dribbler, draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, good move. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
All right.
One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here we go.
And Stroud now to throw. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Stroud will look to throw once more. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, let's go. At 18, let's hit.
Stroud. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Throwing now is Stroud. Over the middle, he's got Myers. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Second down and 3.
Here we go. 18, let's hit.
Now Stroud. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers from 19 yards away. And the Raiders have come back to make it a 2-point game.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game.
Raiders 7.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the left side, pass caught by Thornton. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. From the 20, here's second down and 5. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2 at the Raiders' 48-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Back to throw again. Pass right side, caught by Thornton. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. But they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced him.
Touchdown, Broncos! From a yard out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
The quarterback will keep it himself. And he got it on a touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Second and 4 at
Inside handoff now, Miller. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Broncos offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as you see on the graphic, he's right up there with the best in the league when it comes to throwing touchdowns. Currently 2nd in the NFL at this point of the season. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And with the yardage picked up on that last throw, that's going to move him over 4,000 yards passing for the season. And even in today's age of offense, that's a number that's meaningful to quarterbacks. It's not an easy plateau to get to. Back to throw now on 1st down. Completes this one to Thornton. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 3. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away.
He was
2
taken
yards the
down behind
loss,
the line of
2nd and
scrimmage.
12.
A loss of 2 brings up.
So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Week 15 of the NFL season, playoff time for you fantasy football players, but for the real teams, the home stretch is starting. Let's get into it. Our trip around the NFL starts now with a good divisional matchup in the black and blue NFC North. And this is Anthony Richardson. He had it working. This one of 5 touchdown passes for the game. From there, let's go up to the Pacific Northwest, Seattle. Let's look in on the Seahawks as they play host to the Chicago Bears. And it's DJ Moore. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. It's a 48-yard touchdown. The Bears get the W by 2 touchdowns. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy, the New Orleans Saints hosting the Washington Commanders. And it's Tyler Algier. He's looking for an opening, gonna find it, a 17-yard touchdown on the ground. The Commanders find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. With that, let's give you a chance to look at the playoff picture in the NFC with 1 month remaining in the regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, a fairly even first half, all things considered. 14-7 is the halftime score as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. The Broncos offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 3 yards, all they can muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Broncos.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try to get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Good coverage there. Getting a hand on it was Nate Hobbs.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not.
On the quick, right?
Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here we go, let's go. 18.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Young. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early, so now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball, definitely coming from his head coach.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point.
They'll try and run it here. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Oh, what a move. And able to get this out to the 25. The Raiders now set to get the football back. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
How was that? Hot. 18.
Here's Stroud. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Powering his way forward. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Stroud looking to throw. Underneath from Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
All right. Swap. Another swap.
Now Stroud. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Oh, motion. 18. What's that?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. As this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Raiders 14.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down. One score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Thornton.
Complete to Dante Thornton. It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
A big play. 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop.
19.
They'll set up a throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
6 the Eagle.
On play action, they'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down. But they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed.
Go get him, go get him. Keep going, boys, keep moving.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Trick the Eagle, trick the Eagle, trick the Eagle, trick the Eagle. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point.
And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16.
Broncos 30, Raiders 14.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Here's Stroud. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bowers. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. Stroud to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions.
The score, Broncos 30, Raiders 22.
And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
A gain of 14. First down, Denver.
They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Broncos are closing in on a 14-0 record as they extend their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for two.
The Broncos will line up for
The quarterback will keep it himself. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the two-point conversion.
That play was unsuccessful, and we saw something you don't see very often. The give to the lead back on an option play. Usually that's a fake, and then the quarterback comes down the line, decides whether to pitch it or keep it.
Regardless, looking at where the defense was, I don't know that either case would have worked.
Yeah, it almost felt like they were trying to fool them totally, and they weren't fooled at all.
So the Raiders now down by 2 touchdowns, 1:08 to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down.
All right. Hey. Swap. Another swap.
Stroud. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
All right.
Now Stroud. Now they go screen. It's complete. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Here's first down.
All right.
Here goes Stroud again. They get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. They'll come up now. This is second and long. Stroud out of the gun here. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That one too wide and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score.
So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. The clock showing 19 seconds to go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Okay, break.
So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
No gain on the play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
First down.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. It just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Denver, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves